Hey guys, Sandy here, and welcome to another Oh-So inspired video. This is for December 2019. Now, sadly, this is going to be the last Oh-So inspired video for a little while. We might bring it back later in 2020 if everything works out for everyone, but for right now, it's going to be the last one. So, hopefully this will turn out great. I am doing the glue gun embossing technique. You will be able to check out the link down below. My phone is in the other room charging, or I would give you a little peek like I normally do. Not exactly sure what I'm doing with this or what I'm going with, but I have a ton of glue sticks, so let's see what I can do. Okay, you guys, I am going to completely confess I am not in love with my project. I don't like the way it turned out at all. It just doesn't, I don't know. I wanted to do something different other than just slinging some glue on the page and embossing on it. I wanted to create some sort of design to use in my December project, but it just was a mess. And I'm just going to leave everything in here just to show you that like everything you think of doesn't come out great. Now, I was going to do a little light bulb. I thought that that would have been cool, and obviously I cannot freehand draw a light bulb with a hot glue gun to save my life, because look at this. It looks like some sort of dilapidated something or another. I don't even know what that looks like. But I do want to report that the embossing powder all melted into the hot glue great. Like that portion totally worked. It was totally my artistic ability to not be able to figure out how to make it look good. And I'm trying to dry it a little bit, and now I'm picking at it because I don't like it. So I'm like, nope, we're gonna try something else. Just gonna try something else. And I'm trying to think about what the heck I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna toss that one off to the side. I've still got my heat resistant mat, and yes, I am wearing Mickey ears right now. I was feeling very festive, and so I felt like, you know what, I'm going to put on my Mickey ears. So yeah, I'm wearing them around the house, and that's just what I do. Now, I had the idea of spelling out the word joy because that is my theme throughout my Christmas journal, but then I realized that I did not like the look of the glue. I just didn't like the way it looked. I wanted to see if I could peel this off, put it back in the trash. Now I'm sitting here and having a think about what in the world I'm going to do. Like totally struggled with this one, and I'm not exactly sure why. I think I have like a block when it comes to hot glue. I remember when everybody used to do like seals with hot glue and stuff like that, and I could never get those right either. So I'm thinking I should just make something happen, so I'm going to use my glue gun and make it happen. Now, also, to be fair, I think I picked up this glue gun like 10, 12, 15 years ago for 99 cents. So it's not a quality glue gun. It's very hard to get the glue to come out evenly. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. So I thought I would try to kind of write out the word joy here, and then see what this looked like. And again, I just don't like it. Like it looks messy. It's just not the kind of thing I want it to do. And I really wasn't a fan of like slapping the glue down over top of a background. When you go to the website, there was a cool thing in there with a spider web that turned out pretty rockin', and that's okay. It's a spider web. It's supposed to be wonky and not perfect, right? So anyway, I'm just not happy with how this turned out. Had a lot of fun doing it, had a lot of fun playing around and trying different things. I feel like if I get a better quality glue gun, one that I didn't pick up for 99 cents, I feel like I could probably do something. Now, I do have this Christmas tree out, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to use it as an outline over top of this vellum. I'll just make a solid Christmas tree, and it will turn out fantastic. However, this glue gunning that I'm doing right here was not fantastic, you guys. Like, not fantastic at all. So when I put the embossing powder over it, it doesn't really look like a tree. It kind of looks like a blob. Like, look at that. It's not a tree, it's a blob. I mean, it's a blob. But the embossing powder mixed really great with the glue, like I said. Now I got the bright idea of, why don't I just make this into a bigger blob, and then I can cut it out with my die cut, and then I could have a die cut tree like this. And I'm like, oh yeah, that would work. But then I think maybe I'll just make some little hollies. So I sketch out some very rudimentary holly leaves, and then I realize that my glue gun doesn't have the control I need for it to do it. So I'm like, screw this, and I just smush the glue gun all over the place. And I'm thinking, ooh, maybe I can just peel this off. And it doesn't want to peel off. But this is where I'm thinking I should just add more glue to it and then die cut it. I think I'm looking for my die cut right now. I know it's off to the side, and then I'm like, let's just do this. So I throw down the glue, and then I throw the embossing powder right over on top of it, tap that off, and then I go at it. And it does have a line. It has a line from the 2 different times I glued. I think if I would have done this all in one fell swoop, it probably would have turned out fine, and I would have been able to use this tree die cut and die cut it right away. But I'm leaving all of this in here, and I'm leaving the little project that I eventually wrap up with in here as well. And that's just to show that, like, every idea isn't a winner. Every idea doesn't work. Every idea doesn't turn into some sort of like beautiful masterpiece, and that's okay. I'm not sure if I will use this in my project or not. It might honestly just get chucked. And yeah, that just might be the way it is. And this is where I am just super frustrated. So I take my glue gun, stick rather, and just smear it all over the place. And actually, I think that this is a really cool texture and effect and color that happened with this. So if I need to keep anything, you know, in mind for that kind of texture or thing, I know I can do this. So this is my last attempt, and this is what I stop with, because I am just frustrated at this point. I'm beyond myself. My glue gun is a cheapy piece of crap, and I'm just done. So I take my heat tool and I heat it up, and I come up with the Christmas tree. And I'm okay with it. Like, I'm like, okay, this will be okay. Do I cut it out? I'm like, nope, but I accidentally smushed some parts, and I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm not doing this again. Can I peel it up? Nope, can't peel it up. So I melt that sucker right back down, and then I am playing with that because I think it feels cool. I'm thinking I can cover this up, this one little section right here on the tree, with something, and then I'm just going to cut it out. I'm going to put it on a 3x3, not a 3x3, this is a 3x4 card. Going to put it on there to make it happen, and we're going to call it done. So I'm going to trim this tree up, and I'm just making sure that the vellum doesn't poke through from underneath of the tree, and I'm just trimming it around really quickly with some scissors. It isn't some sort of like gorgeous thing at all. I'm thinking I could probably put this in a vellum shaker pocket. I think I might turn this into a shaker and have my white embellishment that you'll see me put on top of it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Why didn't I think of this when I was making this video? Who knows? Who knows? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this into a shaker and put the white embellishment on top. So adding a little bit of washi tape there, wrapping it around the edges. Going to add some adhesive onto the back of my tree, and then I am going to pop down the little heart here, and then I'm going to add a couple enamel dots as well, and then that's going to do it. That's going to finish off my 3x4 card, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll make the shaker, maybe I won't, maybe I'll start all over again, who knows. But this what it is, people. Please make sure that you check out everybody in the description down below, and I will see you guys again soon.